Hello again, people. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing all right this fine morning. Yes, we are back for another instalment of Bitesize Leeds. All the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club, transfer news about Leeds in general. It all goes down on Bitesize Leeds. Just before I get into it, smash that like button. Please subscribe. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and let's get straight into it. So then, guys, let's get right into it. So first up, it's a player that always seems to get linked to Leeds United, and I really don't understand why. I think the only reason I can think of is because he's got connections with Orta from Middlesbrough, and that is Adama Traore. Apparently, Leeds United are linked with him again, as he did spend the second half of the season just gone on loan at Barcelona. They had an option to buy and they've said, no thanks, and they've sent him back to Wolves. He didn't really do much at Barcelona. He doesn't really do much at Wolves, if I'm honest. So I don't understand why Leeds would be linked with him. For me, and I've seen other people say it as well, and it's right, he's just Dan James on steroids. No end product, really fast, built like a brick. SHIT house. But other than that, he doesn't score goals, he doesn't assist, his end product is woeful. I really do not understand this link. I don't want us to sign him. Again, like I said, I think Victor Orta just loves Adama Traore. I don't think he'll be at Wolves this upcoming season, wherever he ends up. I just hope that he doesn't end up at Leeds United. I just don't understand it. Like, fair enough, we signed James, who doesn't really have great end product, but I would say is slightly better than Adama Traore, and that's how bad Adama Traore is, in my opinion. So it's a no from me. Leeds, please do not go and sign that guy, because it'd be a very underwhelming signing, let's just put it that way. Next up then, let's speak about a player that I would like to see at Leeds United, and that is James Mcatee. That's the one. Yeah, I was getting mixed up with someone else there. James Mcatee from Man City. Apparently, Leeds United are interested in bringing him to Ellen Road this summer, either on a loan or a permanent deal. For me, I would be going in for a permanent deal on this kid. Really huge potential. He's been in and around that City first team. Hasn't had quite the break that maybe Phil Foden has, but he's definitely been in and around it, and he's made some brief appearances in the Premier League. I don't see the point in a loan deal here. I think if he's wanting first team football and he's wanting to play more, then he should come to Leeds United. Apparently, the City could use him as like a thing, like part of the deal to get Calvin Phillips. Obviously, they've already made an opening bid for Calvin. I don't think it'll have anything to do with the Phillips deal. I think once Phillips is over the line at City, I think we'll go in full pursuit of James Mcatee. Really good young player. Really good technically. Good passer. As I said, just a great young English talent. And I think it'd be really exciting to have him in and around our squad. Not sure if he'd be a first teamer straight away, but just as a great option off at bench and in cup games and stuff, I think he's definitely got the potential to play more at Leeds United 100%. So that is definitely a deal that I would authorise if I was in charge anyway. So next up then, Nathan Collins at Burnley. Apparently Leeds United are linked with him. This is just a signing that we don't need to make. We've got enough centre-backs now, Llorente, Koch, Cooper, Strauch, Cresswell, Hjelde. That's 5 or 6 just reeled off there. We don't need any more. Nathan Collins reminds me of like Cresswell in a way anyway, so I don't understand why Leeds would be going for him. I think Nathan Collins will leave Burnley because he's a very good centre-back and he doesn't deserve to be playing Championship football. But I just can't see Leeds going in for this one. I think this is a load of rubbish, if I'm being honest. I think it's just paper talk. But don't get me wrong, if we signed him, it'd be a good signing. I think if we signed him, it'll hinder the potential and the progression of Charlie Cresswell and Leo Kjelder. I think if we did sign Collins or Phil Jones, as I've heard, God, just please no. But if we did sign a centre-back, I think Charlie Cresswell would more than likely leave Leeds then, because his progression would just be, it wouldn't have any. So it'd just be a pointless signing. We're pretty stacked at centre-back, so I'm not really too concerned about us signing one. But yeah, I think Nathan Collins will move to a Premier League club. I just don't think it'll be Leeds, if I'm being honest. And finally, on today's instalment, I was going to talk about Crescencio Summerville, a player that has only got 1 year left on his deal, and apparently Forest and Sheffield United are sniffing around him. I'm not sure if it was a loan or a permanent deal. I can't remember, but I did see a few news outlets reporting it. He's a player that I think, was it a team in Holland that wanted him, or was it Hoffenheim maybe in Germany or something that wanted him in January? Apparently there was a few under-23s that were thinking about leaving. I think he was one of them. Had a really good season for the under-23s. He's made appearances in the Premier League for Leeds and looked really good as well. So it's a tough one. I think with the system that Marsh is going to play, it could hinder Summerville's game time. So it wouldn't surprise me if he is to leave the club. Again, he's got 1 year left on his deal. So should Leeds United cash in now, or should they let him potentially go on a free transfer next season if he hasn't had the game time that he would want? It's a tough one. This Jesse Marsh system isn't a wide system. 9 times out of 10, and is a winger. I don't know. It'll be certainly interesting to see how other wingers are affected, like Harrison, James, Rafinha if he stays. So I wouldn't be surprised if Crescencio was to leave the club. But then again, I want him to stay because he is a really good young prospect that could flourish at Leeds United if he's playing in the right system. So hit me up in the comment section down below, guys. Do you think Summerville should stay and fight for his place, or do you think it's time for him to move on? That brings us to the end of this upload this morning, guys. So really hope you've all enjoyed it. Smash that like button. Please subscribe. Share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next installment, people. Cheers.